Welcome everybody to episode 6 of Rocket League Jeopardy. And not only are we on episode 6, but it's a very special one indeed, because this is a special edition for our collegiate fans, as we have 3 representatives of each of their own in CRL joining me today on the channel as we go ahead and get into our players. Our first one comes from Kennesaw State. Y'all know him, y'all love him. He's a junior, an accounting major, and he graduates in May of 2027. Some fun facts about him is that he used to teach a marching band and that he has a 1988 Mustang. Look at that beautiful smile. That is Dylan. Getting into our second player, though, we have someone who is in a very dark room right now, but that doesn't mean that they aren't shining up their camera with that beautiful face. He's from Concord, a junior, a double major. He's in cybersecurity and computer information systems with a minor in comp sci. Talk about a lot of computer stuff. But he also is graduating in spring 27. Some fun facts he'd like to know about is that he doesn't drink soda. Weirdo. He solves Rubik's Cubes, and that he's from North Carolina, my North Carolina goat indeed, as I am there from there as well. And our third and final player representing UNC Greensboro, we have a senior. Love our seniors, but unfortunate that it is your upcoming last year. He's a media studies major, and he graduates in 2026. Some fun facts he'd like to know about, or y'all to know about him, is that he's legit the lowest rank in the studio right now, which we can confirm this. He has gone against Extra before, probably got smacked, and that 2 days ago, whenever I messaged him for his fun facts, he told me that he ate a bagel that day, and it was so good that he'd like everyone to know. So, yeah, good bagel. And
Amazing bagel.
Yep, I bet, dude. You sent me a photo of it, or the biscuit. Looked good. But I am your host, Skyline, as always. Appreciate everyone joining in as we go ahead and get started. Now, something that I did incorporate into last week is that instead of doing this behind the scenes, I want people in the chat to get a little bit more acquainted with what's going to happen. So I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 20, and the players are going to DM me what number they think it is. I have a number currently in head, and they are going to DM me, and whoever is closest is going to be the first player to get the board. So go ahead and send me your numbers. Remember, between 1 and 20, what you think I'm currently thinking of. Got 2 in, just waiting on one more person to DM me what they think. All right, and they were all pretty close, but only one win. So Dylan said 17, Viper said 16, and Taylor said 14. I was thinking of 13. So Taylor is going to be the first one to get to choose what they want off the board. And speaking of the board, why don't we get to know our categories a little bit more for this first one? So as I get the board up for the contestants, I will also switch it to where the fans or the viewers are now able to see what categories we have for this first board. So our first category is going to be decals. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you a photo and give a brief description of a decal. You just have to give me what decal that is. Our second category is going to be scrambled maps. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and describe it to you so that way it makes a little bit more sense. The names of the maps are scrambled up, like the letters of those maps. You are going to have to tell me the name of the map by decrypting what it is. But I'm going to read out each letter individually, so you cannot buzz in until I finish reading out the final letter. Category 3 is 24-25 collegiate lands. This will just be a description about lands for collegiate rosters that have happened within the past school year, and then you just have to give me the name of the land. World's qualified teams. This one, I'm going to give you a list of every single team that qualified for the World Championship. You have to tell me, based on the teams, what World Championship that is from. Category 5 is Down Under. That one, it's a little bit interesting, but that it has to do with our Oceania and South American teams since they are from down under. And category 6 is up above. If we're going down, might as well check out the uppers. So North America and MENA, since they are Middle East and North Africa, will be a part of this as well. So knowing all of this, let us go ahead and check out the Jeopardy board. And like I said, Tay, you were the closest, so you get to go first. What would you like?
Let's do 24-25 collegiate lands for 200.
For 200, the 24-25 collegiate lands. Getting the first one off the board. Your statement is: the best college teams from all across North America had a fight for a bid to this land in Arlington, Texas, whether it be through a spot through the qualifier, the LCQ, or even topping the ranks of a different league to secure a spot here, where Concord will win it all against Akron Blue. That is going to be Taylor.
What is the CECC?
CECC is correct. So Taylor getting 200 points on the board, and will immediately head to the next question. Taylor, you get to choose again.
Let's do it for 400.
For 400, that question is: held twice per school year, once in the fall and once in the spring, this collegiate event, held in Lexington, Kentucky, saw the best of the best compete in the qualifiers to then make it to the land where Akron Blue would win it in both in the fall and spring against the likes of Illinois State and St. Clair Green. That was just barely too early, Dylan. I can't allow it. So Viper,
dude, no way.
That is gonna be Tay.
What is the Bluegrass Boost Battle?
Bluegrass Boost Battle is correct. Yeah, you were so ready, Dylan.
You gave me like one frame, man. Unbelievable.
I was still reading. I was still reading.
I have a feeling he read all of this before he started. There's no way.
I read all of it. I knew where it was after like the first sentence. Like I knew when he said fall and spring, I knew exactly what it was. That's okay though. I'll lock in on the timing.
All right. Let's go to our next one. Tay, what would you like?
Let's do 600.
What a shocker. Tay wants to do 600, and that is actually going to be an easy and quick daily double tap for Tay. So Tay,
I'll wager 600.
You just want to wager the 600 flat, like a normal question. All right.
Or no, I want like a true daily double.
Okay,
like,
true daily double tap. Yeah. Okay, I got you. In that case, your question is going to be: put your sunglasses on and get your sunscreen ready, as this lane had you relaxing with your toes in the sand in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where the gameplay was also relaxing for the winners, as Concord would end up taking down Davenport Black in the finals, only dropping 2 games out of a total 20 that was played.
What is Boost on the Beach?
Boost on the Beach is correct. So Tay, that is going to be 1,200 to you. And of course, you're the one to get that question. Because this
I've been to every one of these, well, except for CECC.
Like it's a little unfair because Concord is just the super sub. All right, but as we get back into the board now, Taylor, you still remain on top.
Let's do 800.
All right, for 800,
dude.
This land held in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, was created to bring the top talent across North America to showcase their new rosters to this land, where Concord would take down West Virginia in the finals, securing what would be the start of the Concord legacy this year.
God, I forget.
That is time. Dang,
I was there.
Getting this.
I was there.
Hey, how do you not know this? Concord.
I forgot.
You don't remember the name of this? Well, maybe this
will
refresh your memory. It was Hugh Fest.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, dude.
Hugh Fest.
I was gonna say something silly like Storm Brewer Land. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the RLCS.
Hey, it's not even ridiculous.
All right. Well, since no one got that question right or wrong, since Tay got the last question right, he still remains in control of the board.
Finish it out for 1,000.
For 1,000, that is going to be 30 teams came to this land in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and only one came out on top, as Akron Gold would take down Florida to be crowned champs. The same day, their varsity team, Akron Blue, would also be crowned at a different land. That is Dylan.
What is Collision on the Coast?
Collision on the Coast is correct. Dylan getting up to 1,000 points there and moving in on Tay. We finally
Come
get something else
on.
other than Tay getting a question right.
Dude, I played 4 out of 5 of these lands, man. Okay.
All right, now going into it, Dylan, now you take over the board. Which one would you like now that 24-25 Collegiate Lands is off the board?
Give me
my
world's
goodness.
qualified teams for 600.
600. Remember, I'm going to read off a list of all the teams and what regions each of them are in. You have to give me that World's Championship, specifically what season it was for. All right, for
Okay.
600 is going to be EU was Flipside Tactics, Northern Gaming, Rocket Esports, Precision Z. NA was NRG, Orbit, Genesis, and Take 3. That is going to be Viper.
What is season 3 of the RLCS?
That is season 3. Oh, excuse me. That is not season 3. I thought it was.
I thought that
I
was
thought it was
season
too. I'm
3.
gonna keep it a stack.
Oh.
I mean, if someone
Yeah.
wants to steal,
No,
Tay-
what?
What is
No. Stop. What do you mean? What do you mean if somebody wants to
I'm
steal?
kidding.
You said the answer.
I'm kidding.
What are
What
we talking
is
about?
the RLCS
Okay.
Season 2 World
Are we
Championship?
serious?
I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it to him.
Oh
So
my gosh. I
to
was
anyone in
gonna do a
chat that
backflip.
doesn't know,
What's going on?
So to anyone in chat that doesn't know, it was season 2, but I accidentally pressed the reveal answer a little bit too soon. The negative point, so the points for Viper are still gonna count the negative 600,
Okay.
but no one is gonna get that one right. We're just gonna move on to the next one. That is Mike's thought because I thought for a fact that that was season 3, and I thought when I put that it was, but it was actually season 2. I do remember it now. So off to a rough start.
I'm not gonna lie. I was second guessing myself because I was also gonna guess season 3, but then I was like, wait, no, season 3 was Gale Force, that right?
Yeah,
that has to
season
be
3
that
was
season
was.
Gale
2.
Force.
And then
No, season 3 was Northern Gaming because that's the year that they won.
oh
No,
I thought they
Flipside
were-
Tactics
no.
Because Flipside
win in
Tactics
season
won in
2.
2.
Gale Force
Yeah.
win in 3.
Gale Force, yeah.
No.
Wait.
Northern
No.
won in 3, Gale Force won in 4, and then Dignitas won in 5 after they picked up.
Yeah.
Because the copper.
Oh
lost.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right.
Is this on my board?
Yeah, it is still your board.
Okay. Let's try that again, but for 400.
For
Maybe this will.
400. Yeah, excuse me
this'll,
for the mishap.
It happens,
We
it
will make sure
happens.
to get it right this time. Okay, so for 400, here are your teams. For EU, it was Carmine, Corp, Vitality, Liquid, BDS, Moist, Oxygen, and G1. For NA, it was Gen.G, FaZe Clan, Complexity, G2, and Space Station. For OCE, it was Pioneers and Power. For Sam, it was Ninjas in Pajamas, Crew, and Secret. For Mina, it was Row 1, Team Falcons, and Twisted Minds. For APAC, it was Elevate and Gaming Gladiators. And for SSA, it was Limit and Valiant. That is going to be Dylan.
What is the 2022-2023 World Championship?
That is the 22-23 World Championship, and I know that for a fact. So Dylan will take lead of the board, and Dylan would also be able to choose the next one he would like.
Give me. We'll just do 800. Why not?
All right,
Why
qualified
not?
teams for 800. It is going to be EU was Vitality, FC Barcelona, PSG, and Triple Trouble. NA was NRG, Cloud9, G2, and Rogue. OC was Renegades and Ground Zero Gaming, and then Sam was Low Key Esports and Ints Esports. That is going to be Dylan.
What was season 7 World Championship?
That is the season 7 World Championship.
Let's go!
Dylan
Come
will
on!
take 22.
Come on! Sorry.
Getting his ball knowledge shown on the court.
Uh,
Going to the next.
let's do 200.
For 200. All right, getting the easy one of the world's qualified teams out the way. That is EU was Gentlemates, BDS, Vitality, Carmine, and Oxygen. NA was G2, Gen.G, and Space Station, and OG. OCE was Power and Pioneers. Sam was Fury and Secret. Mina was Falcons. APAC was Game and Gladiators, and SSA was Limitless. That is also going to be Dylan.
It's the 2024 RLCS World Championship.
That is the 2024 RLCS World Championship. And the thing that kind of gave it away for me when it's put is the fact that there was only one Mina team because of the whole entire thing of like whoever it was couldn't get their visas.
Oh,
worked.
Twisted Minds
visas.
backed out.
It was
yeah.
Twisted Minds.
Yeah, and then
Now,
none of
now
the
Pao
other
said he
teams.
wasn't playing.
Yeah,
and
and
then they all
then
didn't want to play.
no one wanted to play. So then Oxygen.
Oxygen.
The spot. Yeah, and then they just dominated and went to playoffs.
Gentlemates gave it away for me. Gentlemates have only been.
It was OG
Yes.
that gave it away for me.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Let me do 1,000.
All right, 4,000. Get y'all just like hitting the same categories. But
I
we'll see
mean,
for 4,000.
Listen, you know.
All right,
Got
4,000.
one
We
wrong.
got
I think.
EU was Rocket Esports, Flipside Tactics, The Leftovers, and Northern Gaming. NA was NRG, Rogue, Selfless Gaming, and Denial Esports, and OCE was Alpha Sydney and Just a Minute Gaming. Dylan.
What was season 3 World Championship?
That was for a fact season 3 World Championship, and I know this because
We're so bad.
I know that I put it down. It's just I thought it was at the other spot. So yeah, Dylan,
Ah,
that is my
I
fault. I
got
knew I put it on
Oh
here.
my
I just put
one
it in the wrong
wrong. I got
I'm
one
so sorry,
wrong.
Twin. I'm so sorry. Bro.
Poor Viper. If so, to anyone that doesn't know, I'm actually rigging this so Viper loses because he goes to
Oh.
the school I went to.
Okay, favoritism, honestly.
If anything, you think it'd be the opposite.
let's do scrambled maps for 400.
Scrambled maps. Okay, remember, I'm going to read out letter by letter what it is. You have to tell me it after I read it out, the final
Okay.
letter. All right. Remember, it still has to be answered in a question. All right. For 400, EOQAM.
Oh.
Tay.
Oh my God,
can't give it
sorry.
to you. All right.
I got excited.
I'm gonna try
I got
again. I'm gonna
excited.
try again. EOQAMUAD. That is Dylan.
No.
What is Aquadome?
Aquadome is correct. Yeah, Tay trying to jump the gun.
I got so excited, bro. Like,
You were so ready until you weren't.
Let's do 600.
All right, for 600, LAYTSHSESOR. Dylan.
What is Salty Shores?
Salty Shores is correct.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking this personally, bro. My school bet 500 on me getting negative. I can't go down. I can't, bro.
Just wait till we get to the second board and then you pull an Asphira and just lose.
Ah, dude, I'll just be cooked. I gotta get my points now.
All right, board back to you.
Let's do 800.
It's just staying in the same category.
I'm just gonna clear the board. I'm gonna clear the board.
It's cleared everything.
All right, for 800, that is RMDETSAAF. Viper.
Is it Farmstead?
That is incorrect.
I forgot.
That means Tay or Dylan can steal. Dylan.
What is Farmstead?
That is correct.
I
yeah.
word.
You remember it has to be who, what, when, where, why, how. If you say is it, I cannot technically count that right. Viper, I'm so sorry.
Dude, you said it wasn't Farmstead, and I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, no, that's definitely Farmstead.
I'm just. I got
Viper's in
two
his feels
wrong,
right
and
now.
I'm so far behind.
It's okay.
Oh,
it's
remember
okay,
the
it's
second
okay.
board, the highest point question is literally 2,000, so you could easily
You
go
could,
back.
yeah.
Yeah,
in one-
remember
in one
you are
question.
nowhere near.
You've
at
piqued
it.
my interest.
All right, moving back into the board. I wonder what Dylan's gonna
Let's
pick.
no. Let's do something different. Let's do down under for 200.
Down under for 2. Here, question here. This team's gameplay is unpredictable, but that's what makes them so good, as they've qualified for both majors in 2025 as Oceania's #1 seed both times. That is going to be Dylan.
What is Power Esports?
Power is incorrect, so that means Viper or Tay, you can steal. That is
Oh,
going to be
2025.
Viper.
What is wild card?
Wild card is
my
correct.
gosh.
Viper's
Is it
getting
isn't that the
confused.
same roster under a
Yeah, it's the same roster.
Okay, I literally
Mhm.
I saw 2025 and I thought 2024 for some reason because
Mhm.
I'm thinking that both majors
Yeah.
haven't happened yet. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something I
Dumb
should
idea.
also point
Okay.
out with these questions, so for both down under and up above, is that they are very, very hint based. So I would read the questions very thoroughly because you could very well get the answer just from the wording alone. All right, but
right,
Viper,
cool.
back to you.
Can we do up above for 400?
All right, up above for 400, that is. Don't let your brain get distorted when thinking about this power roster in MENA, as they are brainiacs who have changed the game, even though they keep falling short to their bigger brother, taking the second seed for both majors and even worlds for the MENA region. That's going to be Tay.
Twisted Minds.
That is incorrect. So either Viper or Tay can sit, or Dylan,
What is
Dylan.
Twisted Minds?
That is Twisted Minds, but again, just in not asking it as a question.
Did I not say what is Twisted
did
Minds?
No,
not.
it just said
you just said Twisted
Yeah, I'm
Minds.
sorry. Yeah, but if you did, it must have cut you out at the worst possible time because
Bro.
heard Twisted.
Oh
Minds.
my God,
I'm so serious.
man.
All I heard was Twisted Minds.
I
I
heard
literally
just
said the
Twisted
whole
Minds.
thing.
Okay, do we
I
want
wanna-
to give it
if
to
you-
him?
I want to instant replay.
If you want to give him points, but just let me have the board, then I think
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah. Okay, so I'll give you your points back, and then the 400 that from what you got right. Because
The mic is going in my mouth next
your
time.
Yeah, I'll trust your word for it, but Dylan
I
is
will
gonna
as
get the
well.
board.
So let's do up above for 600.
Right, up above for 6. It seems that teams that use simple tactics are able to beat this North American team that might make things too hard on themselves, as they used to be a dominant force, but ever since the pickup of a new young star, the results haven't been the same, as they finished 5th in North American rankings, barely missing out on Worlds. Viper.
What is complexity?
Complexity is correct. So Viper.
You had to
gains
stop
600
yourself before you did
He
it
was
again.
ready.
I had to think about that for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
You can see the gears
Is it? Wait. What is?
All right, Viper. You go ahead and choose
All
what
right.
you'd like next.
Give me down under for 800.
All right, down under for 8. Your question here. This is a very confident team, but all that confidence can only do so much as they classify themselves as supreme beings, yet can only finish top 4 in SAM during their regionals, giving them the 3rd seed overall in SAM. Alright, that is time. The team that we're looking for, that is Supreme Beings and has a lot of confidence. Put the 2 and 2 together. God's confidence. Godfidence. That is the team we were looking for.
I was
I've
gonna
never
say
heard of that team.
I thought, oh my god, I thought I made that team up. I'm not gonna lie. I literally, I was gonna say, what is Godfidence? But I was like, no, that's not a real team. It's probably
There's no way that's a real team.
That is a real
Somebody
team.
look it up
They
on
They
Wikipedia.
are the 3rd seed in SAM as of right now in points.
They are.
Well, actually, I was gonna get it wrong because I was gonna say Godfiance.
Yeah,
and I
no,
was gonna make
the
him
reason
wrong.
why people don't really know that, so Astromic is actually on this team, and in the very first episode I did a player path, and he was the 1,000-point question, and the final player path for him was Godfidence, and like no one knew it because they were like, "What the crap is Godfidence?" But
Right.
they're the number 3 seed in SAM, so they're doing something right.
Yeah, after this,
enough.
I gotta look at this. There's no shot.
Hey, get off Wikipedia, no cheating.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, since no one got it right or wrong, the board's still back to you. So go ahead and choose once again.
All right, give me down under for 600.
Down under for 6, as decal's still yet to go untouched, by the way.
I'm not touching that.
Even though I feel like it'll be the easiest. Y'all.
That's too much ball knowledge, bro. I don't have
That's
that.
too much.
I mean, I probably know, but like, I'm not trying to find out. You know what I mean?
All right, down under for 6 is, if you know this team, you know they live on a different planet, meant for practicing all the time, but that's what made them a good team in Oceania, winning the second Open in the 2025 season before changing their roster after the split. Now they struggle to even stay in top 16. Viper.
Who is Healthy Chiefs? I believe that's what they're called.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
So either Tay or Dylan can still if they would like to. Alright, looks like no one wants to steal, as that is time. The team we were looking for is the Oceania team Scrims World.
Oh, dude, I just forgot what their
I'm
name
not
was.
kidding.
I knew the team you were talking about. I just could not remember the name for the life of it.
Yeah, the hint was kind of like, you know, they live on a different
Out of
planet,
this-
on a
yeah,
different
world, and then meant for practicing all the time, scrimming. Yeah. So again,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
ve-
no,
it's
I-
very, very hint based. But you
Yeah.
usually don't tell the hints until like after I show the answer, and then you're like, yeah, okay, I should have known that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking SSG when I saw Out of This World.
Me too.
When-
That's what I was
when
thinking
I-
too.
when I first saw it, I was like, out of this world, what are the other teams that are like known for not being on this planet? And then I was like, is there another one I'm forgetting?
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. They just don't exist, bro.
All right.
Yeah, no, some of these teams don't exist.
No one got it right or wrong. So again, again, Viper, back to you.
Give me up 100 for 800. Up above for
above-
800.
Up above for 8. All right, your up above team is with cat-like reflexes and cat-like traits. This North American roster can either be a threat who will come out of nowhere and beat the competition, or they will fall short, wasting a very important chance to move up in ranking. Good thing they get more chances than everyone else, as their motto is YOLNT. Dylan.
No!
Who is 9 Lives?
9 lives is
No!
correct. And can anyone guess what YOLNT might mean?
You only live 9 times.
Yeah, you only live 9 times.
That would, fair enough.
All right.
Right
So
when he
sorry,
said cat-like reflexes, I'm like, I know exactly what this is.
You
I
just
thought it
gotta
was
be-
Furia, but then it said North America, and I was like, hold
Yeah,
on.
remember up above. It's Furia, if they're on here, would be in the down under.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Either way.
Hey, where are my points, twin?
Oh, Oh, my bad, gang. I thought I gave it to you.
Hey,
Good
uh-uh.
comms. Good comms.
I don't play with that. let me do up above for 1,000.
Up above for 1,000. Your question here is, you know they make doctors for these kinds of issues, right? I guess this MENA team never got the memo, as they are able to see all with ease. As on the pitch, it's like they have eyes in the back of their heads, which has led them to finish 3rd in ranking for the MENA region.
You lost me. I'm not gonna lie.
Time, yeah, that is time. So
You got to be the team
whole,
with Dr. Known.
no, the
That's
whole
what I'm
entire
thinking.
thing about them being able to see all and have eyes in the back of their head is because their name is Team Vision.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
never heard of them before.
yeah. They
I've
Unfortunately.
watched them play, but I never got the chance to really scope their skills.
Okay, buddy, get out of here. I'm banning Viper after that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm back to one spot.
Nah, Twisted
Alrighty.
Mind's too good for that. Let's do decals for 400. Why not?
Decal, finally touching the
Oh.
final category.
I mean, I might as well
decals
try.
for
You know?
4 is.
Bruh.
Is it getting hot in here, or is it just the sick new decal that I equipped? Just don't touch it, or you might burn you. That is gonna be Dylan.
What is flames?
Flames is correct.
Okay,
See,
cool.
it's not as scary as y'all thought.
Dude, that
Oh,
was
no, that's still
400, bro. I'm popping
terrifying.
Yeah,
1,000.
default
Let's do
decal.
1,000.
Popping 1,000.
Let's do
You
1,000.
wanna go ahead and do the 1,000?
Yeah, I'm popping all. Let's get it. Come on.
Decals for 1,000. Your question is, no, this decal will not make you invisible to the competition like the name suggests. If you want to do that, just play ones until you run into someone selling that kind of hack. Dylan.
What is chameleon?
Chameleon is correct.
Yeah, I'm about to run this category. Let's do
Beat
this.
me on the
Yeah.
buzzer, bruh.
Bro.
He's beating me on the buzzer.
He's beating
I
me
told
to
you I
the
got the
buzzer.
I got the time down, bro.
You know what? I'm putting my keyboard in my lap. There's no shot.
Dude,
All right.
800.
For 800, your question or decal is, this decal goes on your Octane, not the little Power Wheels 4-wheeler that you rode on when you were a kid. I don't care that they share the same name. That is going to be
Ooh.
Tay.
Ooh.
Dune Racer.
I'm gonna assume
Can you
his
repeat it
mic
one
cut
more
out
time?
again. Just
Yeah.
give him.
Wait,
just give him the
wait.
points.
What is Dune Racer?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you again because after what happened last time, but you
I'm
might
gonna. I'll
need to
make
just
sure.
repeat
I'll
it.
make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'll make
Yeah,
sure.
like, put the mic.
I'll
in
be
your
super
mouth.
careful. I'm about to turn the affinity all the way down.
Twin,
You'll
you just
hear
gave him
everything.
1,000 points, bro. Wait, was that 1,000 or was that 800?
Yeah,
That
give me
was
a
for
1,000.
800.
It was 800. That was the 800 point question. So he gets it. It automatically updates once I click the plus. It automatically gives him however much that I just clicked.
All right.
So Tay now taking over the board for the first time in a while. Tay, which one would you like to take over now?
Let's do scrambled maps for 1,000.
Scramble maps for 1,000. Remember, do not buzz in until I finish reading off the last letter. DASOITEIDAV. That is going to be Dylan.
What is a Stadio Vita?
Estadio Vita is correct. And Dylan already up to 8,200 points.
Dylan's,
Come on,
Dylan's
man.
Spanish, bruh.
That's so easy.
Bro knows it.
Yeah, dude heard.
Like, I
I-
know these things and he just beats us to the button. Like,
I gotta hit my
oh.
Duolingo, bro. I don't know that one.
Dude literally heard that his friends were gonna be in here because I see DJ, I see Shady. Apparently, his Rainbow Six team's in here, and like
Yeah,
he's
my
popping off.
my school is betting against me, bro. I can't let that slide.
Yeah,
Like-
Let's do decals for 600.
decals for 6. Your question is, unlike its name suggests, this feline is actually very friendly and makes some sick beats. There's gonna be Viper.
What is Monster Cat?
Monster Cat is correct. So
I
back
know
to
that one by
Monster Cat.
heart.
That was my main for a long time. It's a good decal.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
It is
that's
a
the
good
first
decal.
ever decal I rocked, and I still rock it to this day.
Facts, bro.
Alrighty, which one would you like next, Viper?
Give me Down Under for 400.
Down under for 4. Alrighty. Your question here. It's not confidential that this team is known for being the little brother to their powerhouse rival in Sam, as they always take the number 2 seed when it comes to majors or even worlds. That is going to be Dylan.
What is Team Secret?
Team Secret is correct. Dylan now moving up to 8,600 points with only 4 questions left on the board. 3 easy, 1 hard. Dylan, which one would you like?
Let's do Down Under for 1,000.
Down under for 1,000, getting the last hard question off the board before only 200 are left. This is going to be, I don't think this team likes the East. They prefer to stay where they are in the Oceania region. even if that means finishing top 6 consistently and finishing as the 5 seed in the Oceania region. Alright, that is time. I didn't really expect anyone to get this when I put it, but I was thinking if y'all have seen the Oceania, they have gotten top 4 multiple times, so it's possible. But their name is I'm Fine in the West.
Oh wow!
I was
no,
not getting
that's
that.
You don't say.
No, I'm not
what,
getting that.
bro? No way.
Hey, that's their name, okay? I don't make the rules, but I do write the questions.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shady just said
Alright.
Dylan should double all of his points. I completely agree with that. You know what, Dylan?
I'll-
You're gonna go all in.
Oh,
We'll
look,
see,
all
we'll
in
see.
on red.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
All right.
That'd
You
make
have to
you so
remember,
tough,
all in
Dylan.
on red. That's all you do.
Dude, this
Alright,
is
Dylan.
crazy peer pressure, bro.
All right. which one?
Let's just do up above for 200.
All right. These should all be easy. If y'all don't get all these right, then I'm just a terrible question writer. All right. For up above for 200, it is made up of generational talent. This North American squad made the first major barely by winning Open 3. But after that, or after they swapped players with another team, they picked up a veteran that has helped lead them to a consistent top 6 performance, but it's good enough to put them as the 4 seed in North America, securing a spot at Worlds. Tay.
What is Gen G?
Yeah, I can see why now, because it was very muffled, but I still heard the what is. So yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is
was-
Gen G. But
It
yeah,
was fighting, bro.
Bro, I don't know what to do,
Fighting
man.
demons.
I'm gonna say
gotta-
what is 5 times before I say the answer.
You know what?
What is? Wait.
I'll still get it right.
What is? Wait.
What?
Wait.
All right, Tay. You got 2 left to choose from. Which one would you like first?
All right, let's do decals for 200.
Decals for 2. Your question is, well, it's 2 lines that goes down your car. That's gonna be Dylan.
What is stripes?
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Bro, I can't even beat him to the button. I have my keyboard in my hand.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, so
We got one last.
Scramble man, hold it, Viper. Go ahead and click your buzzer quick just to make sure it's working. All right, it is. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so Dylan, would you be so kind to let us know what the last question is? We'll get off this first board.
Can I get scrambled maps for 200, please? Thanks, man.
Yes, you can. And for
Original
scrambled
choice.
maps for 2, it is going to be HDF DMIUAST. Dylan.
DFH Stadium. So
That
I
is
just got it wrong.
incorrect.
I just got it wrong.
Yeah,
No.
Viper.
Damn it!
Oh, wow. Thank you. What is DHF Stadium?
That is DHF. That is actually also incorrect.
Whoa!
That so
that.
Tay, would you
Oh,
like
wait,
to
I
steal?
said it wrong.
Dude.
What is DFH Stadium?
That is DFH
Guys,
Stadium.
No.
Oh,
No.
He said
no.
Oh,
Oh my
generational
God,
bag
bro.
fumble.
I was so excited, I just forgot. I forgot
I
what
said it.
it was.
I said it the exact same way too.
Oh, what a
Wait, no,
great
I said
way
it. I said it.
No,
I thought I said
Dylan
DF.
said it
I said
right.
DFH.
Yeah,
I
you
just
said
didn't
it right.
put what
You said
is.
what is.
Yeah.
Generational
man.
throw.
What a great first board to go.
Viper, you're a second half warrior, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah,
that.
don't worry, we got this, we got this.
Remember, the second board is double points on everything, so it should be a lot easier to come back. Our first category for Double Jeopardy is going to be goal explosions. Like the decals, pretty self-explanatory. It's a picture of a goal explosion with a description. You just have to tell me the answer. For category number 2, it is going to be CRL/RLCS players. This is players that are currently in CRL and RLCS at the same time. And don't worry, it's like an RLCS player that is a top 16 player and a CRL player that is still a top level CRL player. So it's not someone that you realistically would not know. For third is player of the day. This one I'm going to describe just a tiny bit. What I mean by this is whenever the older RLCS World Championships happened, so I think it was like seasons 3 between season 8, there were things that they did call player of the day. So there would be an MVP for day 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to tell you the day that they got the MVP and give you a description of like the team they were on, all that kind of stuff. You have to tell me what player that is that got that player of the day. Category 4 is what region. I'm going to give you the name of a team and each player on that team with their region as well. So like if what country they are originating from. You have to tell me just the region they are from. So whether it's North America, Europe, SSA, I already said EU. It's trying to think of all of them. MENA, APAC, Oceania. I just need to know what is the region. Simple as that. Category 5 is youngest Wikipedia pages. So these are all based on like people who are the youngest people to have a Wikipedia page. So whether they're like 14, 15 years old, which is like most of them, I'll tell you their exact age as of this very day, and then also a description of them as well, so it makes it a little easier. And then with our youngest, we have to check out our oldest as well. So got to show some love to the older guys in the league that have Wikipedia pages as well. So this is just, again, the oldies. So anyone that's like realistically, it's going to be 30 years old and above, but it'll give descriptions. All right. So knowing all that now after that super long conversation that I just had with myself trying to describe everything, the last person, Dylan, was it Dylan or Tay? Who got the last question? I'm trying to remember.
It was me,
It was Tay.
DFH, right?
Yeah, because you said DFA. That is correct with the
Oh
whole
yeah.
So Tay,
DHF.
Tay, which one would you like to pick first?
Let's do goal explosions for 2,000.
Goal explosions for 2,000. All right, your 2,000 level question for goal explosions is: truly an explosive sent from the underworld, this goal explosion was made by the ruler of the dead. That is going to be Dylan.
What is Hades bomb?
Hades bomb is correct. Dylan already starting off strong on the second board and now up into 5 digits. Dylan, which one?
1,600 goal explosions.
All right, 1,600. With some deadly finger guns, you don't want to mess with this country-style goal explosion. That is Dylan once again.
What is yeehaw?
Yeehaw is correct. Dylan, can we get a yeehaw?
Yeehaw!
There we go.
Can I do it? You think they
is-
can put my line over the audio? It'd be cool.
To be
You're
honest,
so
if
fast.
that would be fire. That would if I work at Epic in the future, I'm gonna make sure I secretly do that and see if they notice.
Pet.
He's just so
we'll do
fast with his
1,200.
answers.
All right, for 1,200, you just gotta be quicker.
Apparently.
All right, for 1,200, score enough times and you might be able to summon a Mortal Kombat character that shares the same name with this goal explosion. That is gonna be Viper.
What is Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero is correct, and Viper now moving back into the positives ever since he had 0
We're so
points.
back.
He's out of the
You're
depths.
so back.
Now, Viper, which one would you like next?
I guess we're gonna finish this. What is goal explosions for 800?
Goal explosions for 8. These mythical creatures flow in unison. Unlike the name suggests, they work together to create an awesome-looking goal explosion. That is going to be Dylan.
What is dueling dragons?
Dueling Dragons is correct.
My most used goal
You can't
explosion. I
even
can't
keep
get that
up
wrong.
with him.
He's so fast,
We'll
man.
finish
He
off
is
the goal
so
explosions.
fast.
All right, Dylan, which one would you like?
Finish off goal explosions.
I'm not surprised. For 400. These winged insects make for a nice floral glow explosion that's pleasant to look at, unless you're the opponent. That is Viper.
What is butterflies?
Butterflies is correct. Viper on the come up.
Yes.
Y'all better watch out.
He is so fast.
All right, Viper. What would you like?
Let's do what region for 800?
What region for 8? All right, your region is strictly business, consisting of Crispy from England, Ixo from England, and Eris from America. That is going to be Tay.
NA. Oh,
That is going
Sorry.
to be incorrect.
oh my god.
So either Dylan or Viper can steal Dylan.
What is North America?
That is North America. Or
Tay, that was yours, bro. That
He
was
beat all of us to it too.
He's gone.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's
bro.
deceased.
Oh,
Take
Oh, he's
it
back.
bro.
Bro.
Take him back, bro.
I got so excited, man.
It's like, dude, I know those guys.
I know.
Hey, I played them in ranked.
Dude.
Never.
Poor Tay.
I'm so sorry,
Ah,
bro.
man.
Oh,
All right.
no.
We got the next one, though. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, what happened to I'm gonna make sure I say what is like 5 times before.
My mic cut out. My bad. Run it back.
Alright. Alright.
Let's do CRO RLCS players for 1600.
For 16, all right, your CRL/RLCS player is this American-born player plays for Ball State University in CRL and Lil Step Bros in RLCS. Dylan.
Who is Guh?
That is Go.
Bang.
Dylan,
wanna
I'm
put out
gonna
that
give
I,
you 15,000 points.
I want to put out there. I got a message from Crispy already saying that I sold him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is
Let's
great.
try player of the day for 1200.
All right, player of the day for 12. All right, your player is. This player has a lot in their bag as they were the day 1 MVP at RLCS Season 8 Worlds, helping lead the number 3 NA team to a top 4 finish at Worlds, beating out Europe's number 1 and 3 to make it there before losing to the eventual champs. That is time. I forgot to mention that some of these do have hints as well. The hint here being this player has a lot in their bag. Some people might also say that is their arsenal. So that is Arsenal.
Oh, man.
Ah.
That's a stretch,
Okay.
bro. Come
That's
on.
crazy.
That's a stretch,
It
bro.
is a stretch. Hey, but
That's
you're supposed to know that SSG was the number 3 team in NA in Season 8, and then they made top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All I
that
really
is
remember
true.
from season 8 was NRG Vitality and
Yep.
Vitality versus Dignitas.
So I feel like this category is probably going to be one of the hardest.
Yeah,
there.
probably will.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
this is
But
100%.
let's try it again.
Okay.
Let's do it for we'll do it for 800. We'll do it for 800.
For 800? Okay, this one's
Yeah.
supposed to be easier. For 800. During the Season 7 World Championship, this European player didn't only just get the Day 1 MVP, they also were named the Day 3 MVP and World Championship MVP in Season 7 after they helped lead their team to a win in the Grand Finals. Dylan.
Who is Scrub Killer?
That is Scrub Killer, yes.
Nice.
So Dylan getting that
I was
question
thinking
right.
him or K-Dop.
I
I
couldn't
like,
tell
I don't think
between
K-Dop
K-Dop.
won.
I was gonna say I don't think he got MVP.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, Scrub Killer was just on another level during that
Yeah.
whole entire event. I don't even know. what
Hogan
he was on.
mode.
So real.
Dude, bring back
miss
Hogan,
Hogan
mode.
mode.
I agree.
Such a good
We
team.
want Hogan mode.
Let's
do.
We'll do CRO RLCS players for 1200.
For 12. All right, your question here. This American-born player plays for Kennesaw State University in CRL and Bubble Sort in RLCS. Dylan.
Who is Flitz?
Yeah, I was just say if you don't get that one, brother, then Flitz is gonna have your tail.
I sold my teammate. Dylan would never.
Yeah, apparent. Luckily. Oh wait, we do have a top 100.
We'll do CRO RLCS for 2K.
For 2K, all right, getting the hard player off the board for CRL. This is going to be. This American-born player plays for West Virginia in CRL and Netherlands America, Canada for RLCS. Dylan once again.
Who is Daunt/Matt?
Yeah, I would have taken either. I said is Matter, and I said well also accept Dawn. So that
Dawn,
is
okay.
indeed correct. Now Dylan almost.
He is
up to
actually about to
20,000.
drop 20K.
Can he beat the record?
Like-
last week's record was 31,000. So
There's a record?
There's
Oh
a
my
record.
god,
It's
I'm locked.
31,000.
Oh
And
my
I
God,
believe
I'm
It's
locked.
okay.
Pyro-
He's
I
gonna
think
wager it all at the end.
Yeah, Pyro got
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he
and he's
will.
in the chat right now, so he's probably.
Pyro is in
been
the
on mute,
chat.
so- All right.
We'll just finish off CRO RLCS. We'll do 800.
Okay, Sierra Rs for 800. That is. This American-born player plays for Northwood Blue in CRL and 9 Lives in RLCS. That is Dylan
Oh
once
my
again.
god.
Who is Zanil?
Zanil is correct. Dylan
so
now
fast.
moving up to
He
20,000.
is so fast.
Alrighty.
Let's finish it off. Finish off that one. Yeah.
All right, we're just getting the left side of the board cleared off at this point. For 400, this Italian-born player plays for St. Clair Saints Green in CRL and Team Evo for RLCS. Dylan.
Who is Arju?
Arju is correct.
I like. What are we
y'all
supposed to
using-
do?
Bro, are y'all using your mouse to click the buzzer?
No,
Like,
I've been using the space bar.
Why? Click it with your mouse.
Fine, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
No.
Watch him start
I
getting
won't.
it now. Watch him start getting
I mean,
it.
like, if that's really all it was that's separating it, then like that's whatever. But like, if I'm actually beating them fair, then like that's different. But I didn't realize we weren't clicking. I mean,
All right.
No, I've been
Well, I
using
mean,
the space bar. I
think
had
you can buzz
I
on
had the
way.
keyboard in my mouth in my lap this entire
mouth.
time.
All right.
I've been Let's do what region for 2K?
For 2K, all right. Your region here is going to be Jungle Juicers, Tosis from Finland, Nim from Denmark, and Rizun from England. That is going to be Viper.
What is EU?
EU is incorrect.
Oh,
So that is going to be Dylan.
What is Sub-Saharan Africa?
SSA is also incorrect.
Okay.
So Tay, you can still if you would like to. Shake it as a no.
Buddy ain't taking that gamble. Ain't no
Hey,
way.
I ain't losing 2 G's, bro. I ain't gonna do it. I'm
Alright,
not gonna do it.
it's probably APAC or something.
It
has
is
to be
indeed
APAC.
APAC.
It is, yeah.
Oh
It is
my.
indeed
Yeah.
APAC.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah. It's the 2000 question. You really think I'd make it that easy? Finland, Denmark, and
I
England?
watch APAC like every chance I get to, and you're telling, bruh.
I mean, I like the fact that it was 2K and it was all EU born players. I'm like, there's just no way
Yeah.
it's EU. It's not.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I thought they
gets
would do
you.
SSA. Okay.
Alrighty.
Whose board is it?
It's still
It's
yours.
still your
we got it
board.
right, yeah.
It's still my board.
Yes. You sound so excited.
We're so up.
He's so
Let's do
happy.
player of the day for 16.
All right, player of the day for 16. Your player is gonna be during RLCS Season 5 Worlds. We all remember this event for the shot that helped bring the most notable quote in this game to fruition. But because of this, people forget about this player getting the Day 2 MVP, helping to make a run through 2 NA powerhouses before losing to NRG and uppers, then Dignitas and lowers. This complex team made it look simple for Europe's number 4 to finish top 3 overall. There's gonna be Dylan.
Who is Complexity?
That is incorrect.
Okay, that's fine.
So either Viper or Tay can still if they'd like to.
I ain't
That is
risking it.
fine. So remember, this is players, Dylan, not teams.
Oh my God, it's players.
yes.
I ain't
Dude.
risking it.
Good morning.
and the player we were looking for is Magnus. Magnus.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't
Oh
risking
my
it.
god.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Damn. I completely forgot it was players, bro. Was Complexity the team?
Complexity was the team. That's why I said
Okay.
it made a complex.
Complex team.
Yeah. But it was Magnus. It was him, Metsonoris, and I think a lot was still on the team at the time because Method was them originally, and then they got picked up by Complexity the next time.
Gotcha. Okay.
I knew it
Well,
was a
let's
good
tear the
idea not
Band-Aid off.
risking it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right.
Let's do 2K for that category just to test the
All right,
water.
player
yeah.
of the day for 2K. Your question here is: at RLCS Season 6 Worlds, this player would receive the honor of the Day 1 MVP, even though they probably should have gotten more credit, as they helped their team, which came in as the 2nd seed out of Oceania and the 10th seed out of 10 teams at Worlds, to beat powerhouses such as PSG, NRG, and Evil Geniuses to make top 4 at Worlds. That is time. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't remember this person, but once I show the name, you might. It's a Drippe. Drippe, whenever he
I
was
do
on the
recognize
team.
Drippe. I
Yep.
just didn't know that was
Yeah,
him.
because they were
Yeah,
the
I
first
didn't
ever
know.
Oceania team to make like top 4 at Worlds, especially after coming in as the very bottom seed. It was a mind
Yeah,
blower.
it was pretty serious. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Well,
All good. I guess.
hey guys, I took him for the team, right? We didn't.
I mean,
we
yeah.
don't got to worry about it no more.
You're
had
still
to
up
rip
by
the Band-Aid off.
15. All right. Which one would you like next?
What region for 16?
All right. Say that one more time. Region for 16.
Region 16. Yeah.
All right, and that is actually gonna be our daily double tap.
Holy crap! Give me the true one. Give me the real one.
You want to go the full daily double tap?
Wait a minute. Does that mean that I wager
that means you
17,000
wager
points?
17,000
Oh,
points.
I just lied. Let's wager 5,000.
5,000. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
he immediately was like, I want to go all in. Give me 34.
All
Yeah,
in.
I
He's
lied.
saving the all in for Final Jeopardy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, yeah, of course. All right, so you 5,000, correct?
Yes.
All right, for 5,000, your question is going to be.
Why are you laughing?
Ready? No, I'm not laughing.
Stop
I'm not
laughing.
laughing. All right,
Stop laughing.
your team is Chippy Chips. Chippy from England,
Oh.
Lassa from Spain, and Jup from Norway.
Oh my God! Who is this team? Am I allowed to skip this? Do I have to
You
answer?
have to answer. You lose 5,000.
Oh no!
So your
Okay.
clock's running out, so you better just throw a guess.
Oh my God. They're probably playing in Mina. Gotta be playing in Mina.
So final answer?
No, they're playing in SSA.
I mean, either way, whatever you said, both of them are wrong. So
They're in if they're in APAC again, I'm gonna do a backflip.
they actually aren't. You want to know the funny part? Remember how I told you this is a wager, so it could be as easy as possible or as hard as possible.
If they're in EU,
They're in EU.
oh my god, bro, are we serious?
Oh no.
Why he's laughing, bro? Because he knew.
Oh,
He
Tate,
set you up.
My phone.
did your
My phone
just
just. No, my phone is completely heated. I need it to cool down for a second.
die? All right. So if he starts getting questions right out of the wazoo, we all know why. It's because he's cheating.
Yeah, I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
Nah, Viper he'll be back with us in a second. But either way, just you're still able to play, correct?
Yeah.
All
My
right.
phone is just a little hot.
All right, all good. Dylan, you get to go again.
Oh boy. Let's do what region for 400. I need to stop losing points.
He's gonna go negative by the end of these.
Chill, bro. Chill. Chill.
All right,
Bro.
what region for 400? Your team is Gentlemates Alpine, Seiko is French, Juicy is French, and Eugene is French. That is Dylan.
What is EU?
EU is correct.
You got beef with EU now.
Nah, bro.
All right, Dylan, what would you like?
I didn't want to go to this category anymore. Let's do youngest Wikipedia pages for 800. I'm so done, bro.
All right.
Somebody else can do that. I'm not doing it, bro.
All right, for 800, it is. No, this player is not made of glass like their name might suggest, but at 15 years old and 247 days old, they have helped lead SOS to multiple top 16 finishes in NA.
What?
That is time. Player we are looking for is who is Plexi, like plexiglass. And Viper's
Back. Hi.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I didn't
shout
have
out to
anybody in
Plexi.
mind
Yeah,
to
this
keep
is
it
going to be a
stack.
lot of underrated players kind of going under the radar. Some of them you might know though as well. Just depends.
Yeah,
on
give
the
me
age.
400. I feel like I know who. I'm just gonna assume. I don't know.
You
Let's try
probably,
400.
I will probably say this to everyone who's already here. You probably all know who this is right off the rip, but let's go ahead and get into the question. For 400, it is. At 15 years old and 211 days, this North American RLCS player has came into the scene and taken over on Space Station Gaming. Dylan.
Who is Scribbles?
Scribbles is correct.
Fire.
Yeah,
Ugh.
one of the youngins, but I mean, heck, he's
Just-
doing good at it.
Just so fast, man. Like, how are we supposed
Alrighty.
to be able to compete?
How
Well, I feel bad. Like,
It's
am I not supposed to try to press the buzzer as fast as
No,
possible?
you know the whole entire
No,
rant
you
about,
are.
like,
It's just.
you know the whole entire rant about like it feels like I'm like the Miami Heat playing against the Bobcats or whatever. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
This is what it feels like.
Am I wrong though?
No.
Am I wrong?
No.
All right,
Let's
I feel
do
like I'm going
oldest
against
for
Prime
400.
LeBron.
Hey, if I could be LeBron, that's
Hold it.
fantastic.
Say it one more time, Dylan. Which one you want?
Oldest for 400.
Oldest for 400? Oh.
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay, that was just the same question. Okay, for oldest for 400, your question is, this Scottish Rocket League caster has been in the scene since the beginning of Rocket League, and they're still going strong at 34 years old and 88 days, casting RLCS and hosting their popular 1v1 show matches. Viper.
Who is Johnny Boy?
Johnny Boy is correct. Of course, as the camera goes off now, he's getting questions right.
The camera's back.
Uh,
You want me to join back?
I mean, is your phone still overheated?
No, it's good now.
If it's not overheated, then join back. But if you need to let it cool down, that's fine.
All right, yeah.
Alright,
Let me hop back in.
All right. While you're doing that, though, which question would you like next?
Give me what region for 1200?
What region
Oh
for
boy.
12?
Oh boy!
I wonder what region this will be. All right, your region is Hey with Riz, Karka from Spain, Ivan from Spain, and Revzi from England. That is Viper.
What is Sub-Sahara Africa?
That is SSA. Yep. Now Viper going back into the positives. Again, the camera
so
being
back.
off. Now he's getting back-to-back questions. I
Hold on, wait.
I don't trust
Can
it.
you see me? Can you see me? I'm here.
Hold on. Is
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Oh, I think it's I have to put your thing. Give me 1 second. Let me get your camera back in here since the link switched when you joined.
Hold on, I got you.
No,
Do
you're
do
good.
do 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 do.
There we go. Get
Alright.
back in. Oh,
All right, give
Mute,
me.
mute him in the video.
Yeah, I did.
I got
It kind of double it. We run things professional here, if you can't tell.
For sure.
Yes, we have to be professionals here. Give me oldest Wikipedia page for 800.
All right, oldest for 8. Your question is: they're not known for their Rocket League skill or their casting ability, but that doesn't mean that they aren't popular or talented. At 32 years old and 254 days, their storytelling ability and cinematic YouTube videos shows how talented they are, and the 2.2 plus million subs back that claim up. Dylan.
Who is Sunless Khan?
Sunless Khan is correct.
I was just watching his video before I did this
Bro, and you did get this. You're selling
No,
bad,
because he
man.
clicked too fast.
Bro.
There's that excuse again.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
We'll do player of the day for 400.
All right, getting the last question off the left-hand side of the board for 400. You might know this player for their custom map creation and content creation, but back during Season 4 of Worlds, they received the Day 1 MVP after helping their roster take down Rocket Esports in Game 5 of the upper bracket quarterfinals. Hey,
Who is Lethamir?
Lethamir is correct. So Tay getting some points on the board after however long it's been.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute since he got to see that button.
Yeah. Alrighty. Tay, the board back to you.
Let's do oldest Wikipedia pages for 2000.
All right, getting a 2000 off the board. This oldest Wikipedia page person is. This retired RLCS caster is one of the oldest people to have a Wikipedia page at 39 years old and 162 days. And no, their name did not influence the naming of this rank in Rocket League, even though it is possible, since they casted from RLCS Season 9 to RLCS 22-23 Spring. And that is time. No one probably remembers it. I try to give a little bit of hint by the rank, because this is, his name was Supersonic.
He did?
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well,
Oh.
the more you know.
The more you know.
Man, I can't wait to meet this guy one day.
Right?
I literally said he retired in the 22-2023 season, but
Did he cast a
Yeah.
LAN ever?
he casted one of the majors, I'm pretty sure, but like not the World
Okay.
Championship.
Okay. That's fine.
Alrighty. Taylor, board's back to you.
Let's do oldest Wikipedia pages for 1600.
16. Though they haven't seen the pitch as a player in a while, they once were part of a roster such as Splice and Charlotte Phoenix. Now at 32 years old and 146 days, they've taken the coaching route, currently helping BS Plus Competition as their coach. Looks like we don't know our old heads in the scene. This one you'll definitely know as soon as I reveal the answer, and that answer is Karma.
I was literally thinking it was Karma. I just did
Yeah.
not want. I didn't want to risk it, bro. I didn't want to risk it.
Hey.
It's not worth risking right now.
I just didn't think she was 32. I thought she was like 29.
No, she's 32. I was shocked about it too when I was looking up like stuff to put down for this and seeing her there. So I was like, she's on the
Fair
page.
enough.
Alrighty,
Ooh.
Taylor. Once again to you. No one's gotten the question right since.
Let's do oldest for 1200.
All right, oldest for 12. Just barely squeaking on the page for oldest people to have a Wikipedia page, this person at 31 years old and 241 days has been the backbone of teams such as E United, Optic, Luminosity, and Gen.G. Dylan.
Who is Rogreg?
That is Raw Greg.
Let's go.
Dylan.
I didn't know he worked with E. Oh, he did work with E United. That's
Mhm,
right.
That was the first
Mhm.
team he worked with, like the first major team that he worked with. But yeah, Dylan, board now back to you with only 3 questions
Okay.
remaining.
All right. Well, let's start with. We'll work our way up. Let's do 1200 first.
1200 first. Alrighty,
Yeah.
let's see if they know the youngins of the scene. 1200, your player is. Bubble Sort have got a young but talented player on their roster, as this player, who's 14 years old and 158 days, lets their gameplay show why their gamer tag is accurate. Dylan.
Who is Mech?
I kind of knew you'd probably be the one to get that since Flitz is on that team.
Yeah.
Kind of unfair, but like
I was there when he qualified for the event.
yeah, Mech is right. So 2 remaining, Dylan. Which one you want first?
Yeah, 1600.
All right, 1600. Before Skippy took over on the spot on 100x35, this player, who is 14 years old and 330 days, helped lead them to multiple day threes before just falling short of main event many times. Now they're waiting for their next shot to wreak havoc on the field like the Grim Reaper. Dylan.
Who is Scythe?
That is Scythe, yes. That brings you up to 17.6, literally just earning the points back that you lost.
He's back.
All right, and
We're
then our
so back.
final question on the board. So far, we have everyone positive to make the final Jeopardy, but unless Viper decides to take a risk, we'll
see.
All right, Dylan, would you be so kind to read which one our final question
let's do youngest Wikipedia pages for 2000.
All right, for 2000, your question here. The youngest RLCS player to have a Wikipedia page at only 14 years old and 91 days is a Singaporean up-and-comer in the APAC region on the Backseat Lovers. They also share their name with a popular board game that dares you to take a chance. Alright, that is time, and it looks like no one wants to take a chance here, as that was Risk. His name is Risk. We were just talking about Risk, and yet no one wants to take a risk on this one.
We were in fact talking about it, but you would be absolutely correct. I'm not doing
Well,
it.
you see, I don't have a lot to risk, so
all good. Well, going over it, everyone's in the positive, so everyone makes Final Jeopardy. But Viper, you are sitting at 400, barely over positive, but still there. Tay at 24 and Dylan at 17,600.
Just so I'm sure, you can only like do what you have, right?
Correct.
That's just most you can wager. Okay.
Yeah, so like Viper can only wager up to 400. Tay can only do 2,400. And
Don't
Dylan
play
can
it
do
safe.
17,600.
Take a risk, Dylan. Take a risk. 17
I think you
six.
should.
Big one.
No.
We'll see.
Do it.
Hey,
I will wager.
Wait,
Don't say it out loud.
whoa.
Yeah,
We're
say
not
it.
supposed to
Sure.
say. We're
Yeah,
not supposed
Okay,
to
you're
say.
right,
Say
you're
you-
right.
you-
I think you should take like at least 1,000 of his points and give it to me because I remember the rules.
Yeah, you
Dude.
know what? I'm gonna do that right now.
What?
All right. So
this is
before-
crazy bias.
Before we head into our break before Final Jeopardy, I just want to give a reminder. I'm going to go ahead and show the category for Final Jeopardy. Based on that category, you all are going to DM me how much you want to wager. You will not say it out loud. All right. So the Final Jeopardy category is going to be The French Are Coming. This young French phenom has taken the RLCS world by storm. With their insane mechanics and quick gameplay, they have made it to where their opponents rot on the pitch, making it look easy, helping their team make back-to-back top 8s, losing to GK and Gentlemates in playoffs, both being 1-4 losses. Alright, so let's find out who Viper put. Viper would end up putting who is Yunjin. Nugent is unfortunately incorrect, wagering 227 points. So your final total is going to be 173, if I got that right. Am I doing my math right? That is, yeah, okay. I am, sorry, my brain. But in second place was Tay with 2,400 points. He would end up putting, who is Nihao? And Nihao, unfortunately, also would end up being incorrect, wagering 23.99. Now ending with 1 point.
We're not negative.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So Dylan, let's see if you got this question right or wrong, and how much you wagered. See if you keep the lead. You just had to not have wagered like 17,500 points.
Yeah.
All right. Your answer was, who is Rust Easy 95? And that would be the right answer.
I got it right.
Oh.
Let's go.
799 points. So your final total on the day is going to end up being 30,399 points.
Should have wagered
Come
enough
on,
for the
man.
record. You should have wagered
Nah,
enough for the
I-
record. Come
shoulda
on,
I
all
man.
should
in,
have
shoulda
gone
all
all
in.
in. I should have gone all in, bro.
Don't you remember all in on
I
red?
should have gone all in, bro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was low key tweaking into like if I didn't know if it was gonna be mozzarella or Rusty's, but I feel like
Yeah,
Rusty's
I was like,
ballin'.
oh, I
See,
put
I-
Yunjin. I should have put
I
mods.
try to make it a
Yeah.
little bit more on the hint side, because I literally said the rot because rust and rot, but then I literally said the word easy.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I thought of cheese, so I was thinking
Yeah,
mozzarella.
that's
So that
when you
was
said
that was 2 ways. Yeah,
when you said easy, I was like, oh, that has to be mozzarella.
Really?
yeah. I don't know.
Really? When I said easy, you thought that would be mozzarella?
Easy?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It was gonna be overthought no matter what it was. I'm not
Oh,
gonna-
100%.
At that point, I probably would have taken either. But I was looking specifically for Rest Easy at the time, and since no one even said mozzarella, Dylan was the only one to get it right. Dylan is
Yeah.
our champion for episode 6, the very special collegiate edition, doing Kennesaw State proud.